We're going to break down the 7 unmistakable signs that your eye contact didn't just connect, it bonded. Because in a world that is screaming for our attention, a shared silent look might be the most profound conversation we ever have. Let's begin. The language before words. Before we dive into the signs, we have to understand what a deep bond actually is. We're not talking about the polite eye contact you make with the barista when you order your coffee. We're not talking about the brief, flickering glance you give a stranger on the sidewalk. That's functional, that's survival. Deep eye contact is different. It is vulnerable. It is an act of exposure. In the animal kingdom, direct eye contact is a threat. It's a challenge. But for humans, when done with intention and safety, it becomes the opposite. It's an invitation. Think of it like this. Your regular day-to-day gaze is like a digital photo. It captures the surface. It records the facts. But the kind of eye contact we're talking about today, that's like an old wet print photograph developing in a dark room. It takes time. It requires stillness. And slowly, out of the blur, an image emerges that is richer, deeper, and more real than anything a quick snapshot could capture. When you lock eyes with someone and hold it, you are, for a few seconds, stripping away the social masks. You're saying, I am here. You are there, and for this moment, I am not going to look away. I am going to let you see me, and I am going to try to see you. It's terrifying, and it's in that terror that the magic happens. So, how do you know when that magic has actually worked? How do you know when the bridge has been successfully built? Here are the 7 signs. Sign 1, the inability to look away, the gravity shift. The first sign is the most obvious, but it's also the most misunderstood. It's not just that you are looking, it's that you can't look away. Imagine you're having a conversation with someone. It's a good conversation. You're nodding, you're listening, you're making normal, polite eye contact. You glance away to think, you look back. That's the rhythm of everyday interaction. But then something shifts. Maybe you're mid-sentence, or maybe you've just stopped talking. You look into their eyes, and you find that the natural impulse to glance away, to break the tension, to check your phone, to look at the door, simply doesn't come. It's not that you're forcing yourself to stare. It's not an effortful thing. It's a gravity shift. It feels as though a gentle, invisible force is holding your gaze in place. The background noise of the restaurant or the coffee shop seems to fade into a dull hum. The people walking past become blurry, unfocused shapes. The only thing in sharp, high-definition focus are their eyes. You might even have the fleeting, panicked thought, I should look away. This is getting intense. But you don't, and neither do they. This mutual captivity is the first sign. It's the moment your individual realities merge into a shared one. In that space, you are no longer 2 separate people trying to communicate. You have become a small 2-person universe. Think about it like this. In normal conversation, your eyes are like satellites, orbiting the other person, occasionally docking for a moment of contact before floating away again. But in this moment, the docking clamps have locked. You are tethered, and the strange thing is, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, it feels right. It feels like you finally stopped pretending that you're not fascinated by them, and they've stopped pretending too. This isn't just romantic, by the way. This can happen with a new friend, a mentor, or even a stranger on a train. It's the moment you realize that the person in front of you has your complete, undivided attention, not because you're forcing it, but because they have earned it simply by being fully present. When you finally do break the gaze, and you will, because humans can't stare indefinitely, it won't be because you got bored. It will be because you both have to come up for air. It will feel like waking up from a brief, shared dream. And that's the first sign that a bond has been forged. Sign 2, the micro-expression cascade. Okay, so you're locked in, you're in that shared universe. The second sign is what happens on their face and on yours during that time. We're talking about the cascade of micro-expressions. When we interact normally, we manage our face. We put on a social mask. We smile when we're supposed to, nod when we're supposed to. We're the artists of our own facial expressions, carefully painting on the appropriate reaction. But when eye contact is deep and sustained, that mask begins to slip. It becomes harder to perform. And that's when you get to see the real person underneath. Pay attention to the tiny flickers of movement, the subtle raise of an eyebrow that suggests curiosity, not surprise, the slight, almost imperceptible parting of the lips, the softening of the muscles around the eyes. That's the real smile, the Duchenne smile, the one that can't be faked. You might see a flicker of sadness, a flash of understanding, a wave of empathy wash over their features, all within the span of a few seconds. This is the micro-expression cascade. It's a waterfall of honest, unfiltered emotion that happens when the conscious mind is so captivated by the connection that it forgets to censor the face. And here's the most beautiful part: you will naturally mirror them. As you watch their micro-expressions, your own face will unconsciously reflect them. They soften, you soften. A flicker of concern appears in their eyes, and a matching flicker appears in yours. You are no longer just two people looking. You are two people resonating on the same frequency. It's a silent, emotional conversation. It's faster than words. It's more honest than words. And it happens in a fraction of a second. If you witness this cascade, if you see their face become a living, moving landscape of genuine emotion, that is a profound sign of trust. They are letting you see them without their armor on, and the fact that you are noticing it means you are doing the same. The bond is deepening in real time, right in front of your eyes. Sign 3. The pupil response, the biology of interest. This is a sign you might not consciously see, but you will absolutely feel. It's biological, it's primal, and it's one of the most honest signals our bodies can send. We're talking about pupil dilation. Here's a quick science lesson. Our pupils dilate, they get bigger, for two main reasons. One is to let in more light when it's dark. The other is a response to the nervous system. When we see something we find interesting, exciting, or emotionally compelling, our sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and our pupils dilate. It's a sign of arousal, and I don't necessarily mean sexual arousal. I mean the arousal of the mind. Interest, attention, cognitive effort. Your brain is saying, I need to take in more of this. This is important. When you are in a deep, bonded eye contact with someone, both of your pupils will begin to dilate. You become to each other the most fascinating thing in the room. Now, you're not a biologist. You're not measuring the millimeters of their irises. So how do you feel it? You feel it as a kind of warmth. You feel it as a sense of being drawn in. Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt like you were falling into them? Like they were deep pools or dark, warm spaces? That's the pupil response. Large, dilated pupils are a signal of receptivity and attraction on a level that predates language. It's a signal that our brains are hardwired to find appealing. When you look at someone and see that their eyes look dark, soft, and deep, you are subconsciously reading their interest in you. And because their pupils are dilating in response to you, your own pupils will dilate in response to them. It becomes a feedback loop. You see their interest, which makes you more interested, which makes your pupils dilate more, which makes you even more attractive to them. You are literally making each other's eyes widen with wonder. This biological sign is the ultimate proof that the bond isn't just in your head, it's in your body. It's an ancient physiological handshake that says we are connecting on a level that bypasses thought. Sign 4. the feeling of being seen. This is the most profound sign and the hardest to describe. It moves beyond the physical and into the emotional and spiritual. We all walk around with a secret. It's not a secret we keep from others. It's a secret we often keep from ourselves. It's the secret of our own vulnerability. It's the quiet voice that whispers, "I'm not sure I'm good enough." It's the hidden wound. It's the joy we're afraid to express fully. It's the part of us we think no one will ever really understand. In normal interactions, we are experts at hiding this secret. We build a fortress around it. We perform confidence or indifference or cheerfulness to make sure no one gets too close. But when that deep, locked eye contact happens, something shifts. For a moment, the fortress walls become porous, and you feel it. You feel like the person looking at you isn't just seeing your face or your outfit or your act. They are seeing straight through to the person standing behind the act. It's a terrifying and exhilarating feeling. It's the feeling of being truly seen. You might feel a sudden lump in your throat or a prickle of tears behind your eyes for no apparent reason. You might feel a wave of warmth spread through your chest. This is the emotional response to validation. It's your soul saying, "Oh, you see me, I don't have to perform for you." And the miracle is, when they see you, you suddenly find that you can see them too. You can see past their own performance. You can sense their tiredness, or their hope, or their hidden sadness. You see them not as a character in your story, but as the lead in their own. This mutual recognition, this "I see you and you see me," is the very definition of a deep human bond. It's what we're all searching for in friendship, in love, in community. It's the feeling of coming home to another person. If you have felt this during a moment of eye contact, you have created a bond that words cannot break. Sign 5, the after-image effect. The bond doesn't end when the eyes finally break away. The fifth sign is what happens after. Let's call it the after-image effect. When you look at a bright light and then close your eyes, you still see its imprint on the back of your eyelids. A deep eye contact works the same way, but emotionally. You look away. Maybe you both laugh, a little nervously. Maybe you pick up your coffee cup and take a sip, just to do something with your hands. On the surface, the moment has passed, but inside, something has changed. The other person is still there, in your mind, in a way they weren't before. You might find that for the rest of the day, their face floats into your thoughts unbidden. You'll remember the exact shade of their eyes, or the way the light hit their face. You'll replay the moment, not with anxiety but with a quiet sense of wonder. It's as if a part of them has taken up residence in your consciousness. Their presence lingers in the room, even after they've physically left. This is the sign of a real imprint. A fleeting, superficial interaction is forgotten the moment you turn away. But a bonded moment that gets stored, it gets filed away in the important section of your memory. It becomes a reference point. You might even find that it changes your behavior. You feel a little lighter, a little more open. You might smile at a stranger on the street for no reason. The bond didn't just affect you in the moment. It tuned your emotional frequency to a higher, more connected channel. If you find that the ghost of their gaze is still with you hours or even days later, you haven't just made eye contact. You have let them in. The door is open. Sign 6, the shift in the air, the energetic change. This sign is for those moments when the eye contact happens in a social setting with other people around. It's the moment the group dynamic changes. Imagine you're at a dinner party. There are 6 people around a table. Wine is flowing, stories are being told, the conversation is lively, and then across the table, your eyes meet someone else's. You hold the look for just a second longer than is socially necessary. Maybe 3 seconds, maybe 5. In that moment, you and that person are no longer fully part of the group. You have created a private pocket of reality within the larger room. You have your own conversation happening silently in the background. And then, you look away. You rejoin the group conversation. But now there's a shift. The air has changed. The person you shared that look with is now your ally. They are your co-conspirator in the room. When they make a joke, you laugh a little harder because you're on their team. When you make a point, they nod more intently. You have created a secret, unspoken pact. The others might not know what happened. They can't put their finger on it, but they might sense a new dynamic. They might notice that you and that person seem in sync. This shift in the air is the social proof of the bond. It's the creation of a dyad, a two-person unit within a larger group. It means that your connection has weight. It has a gravity that can subtly alter the orbit of everyone else in the room. You have become a pair, bound by a shared moment that no one else was privy to. It's an invisible thread, but it pulls tight. Sign 7, the unspoken promise. And finally, the 7th sign. This is the culmination of all the others. It's the moment the bond transcends the present and reaches into the future. It's the unspoken promise. When you've shared that deep, vulnerable, soul-level gaze, something is quietly agreed upon between you. Without a single word being said, a promise is made. It might be a small promise. It might be the promise that you are now friends, that you'll seek each other out at the next party, that you'll remember each other's names. Or it might be a bigger promise. It might be the promise that this is the beginning of something, that you are safe with each other, that you can trust each other. It's the foundation upon which a relationship is built, laid in a single, silent moment. You can see it in their face as you finally, slowly break the gaze. There's a knowing look, a small, private smile. It's a look that says, "That just happened, and it was real, and I'll see you on the other side of this." This promise is what turns a moment into a memory, and a memory into a bond. It's the anchor. It's the agreement that you are now part of each other's story, even if that story is just a single, beautiful chapter. Think about the most important people in your life, the ones you truly love, the ones you trust with your deepest secrets. Can you remember a first moment like this? A first time you truly looked at them and they truly looked back? I bet you can. That moment was the unspoken promise. It was the contract you signed with your eyes, long before words ever got involved. The courage to connect. So, there they are, the 7 signs. The inability to look away, the cascade of micro-expressions, the biological pull of the pupils, the feeling of being truly seen, the lingering after-image, the shift in the social air, and the unspoken promise of the future. We live in a time of hyperconnection. We have hundreds of friends online. We send thousands of texts. We are constantly communicating. And yet, loneliness is at epidemic levels. Why? Because we have traded the depth of a single look for the shallowness of 1,000 likes. We are starving for the real thing. We are starving for the kind of connection that happens when two people stop performing and start being. Deep eye contact is a risk. It's a vulnerability. It's a choice to let your walls down, even for a few seconds. But it is also the most powerful tool for human connection that we possess. It's free. It's always available. And it holds the power to transform a stranger into a friend, an acquaintance into a lover, a colleague into an ally. The next time you're with someone, really with someone, try it. Don't look away so fast. Let the silence linger for a moment. Let your eyes do the talking. You might be surprised at what you hear.